Right. Good to go? Good to go, everyone? Good to go? Right. My fellow Victorians, I'll keep this brief. First, I'd like to talk to you about my plan. A brand new plan. A plan, and let me again be very clear. My plan, my roadmap, if you like, my roadmap. May I suggest, and I'm trying to be very clear here, may I say unequivocally, for the record, please, for the record, this will be a very real plan. A plan which will see us through for every Victorian. A plan that, as I release this brand new plan, will be a great plan. A plan full of planning. A plan that will be very clear to all of us. And can I also take this opportunity to reiterate that this will be a plan for all Victorians. A plan that works for each and every Victorian. But before I go on, let me make one thing very clear. Mistakes have been made. Now, not by me, not by my government, but by some Victorians who are not listening to the Chief Medical Officer's advice. There have been some reports of Victorians breaking the rules. Now, you can't go out to the restaurants because the restaurants are shut. You can't go to Three Locals because Three Locals is shut. Now, Nico, it doesn't mean that you can have Cismanellus over at home and get on the beers and then charge him for that. That's not appropriate. That's not essential. It's not needed. And all it will do is cause Theo to post it all on Facebook. Now, I know that some of you are asking about fishing. Now, nobody's life is worth a flathead. Not that any of you ever catch anything, but may I add, that is not the point. The point is that we all need to do the right thing and stay home. Stay home. Now again, let me thank those of you who are doing the right thing. Let me thank each and every Victorian. Each and every single Victorian who has done the right thing and posted their baking efforts on Facebook. It clearly shows that whilst the gyms are shut, we are piling on the calories, and that in fact brings me to my next point. Our total amount of donuts baked is 29,763 as of yesterday, of which 6,753 have been consumed, resulting in 23,010 still waiting to be eaten. We send our best wishes to all of those who are struggling to keep up with this large amount of donuts, pastries, cakes, and may I add, banana bread, that each and every one of you have been pumping out in your kitchens at home. Let me also make it very clear that my government has laid out a roadmap, which will, and let me be very clear on this, which will allow us to beat this virus. My government has engaged the assistance of world experts from around the world, who are leading the way here in Victoria to develop a vaccine to beat this insidious virus. I've instructed my Chief Health Officer, Jason Kolyos, to work closely with, as you all know, world-renowned epidemiologist Steve Moratitis, to develop a vaccine based on goji berries and essential oils. Real science with real results that will eradicate this virus. And this gives us great hope. Finally, I have instructed our Treasurer, John Tassopoulos. Now, John Tassopoulos spoke to you last week about the economic impact, and in his words, it was horrible, the effect of this virus. And in fact, may I add, I think he threw in the word terrible there as well. And I've asked him to develop a roadmap, if you like, so that we can support Nick Savas. We can support Nick Savas and all of his projects so that Thea Sismonelis can stay home. It is not essential, Theo. It is not needed. All it will do is cause you to post on Facebook again. Finally, remember, we need to find our new COVID normal. And again, for all those of you who are at the front line eating all those donuts and pastries and banana breads that your wives, and some of you, your husbands, are cooking, I want to say, on behalf of the people of Victoria, we thank you. We thank you. Keep up the good work.